All praises to the Most High. All praises to the Most High God. Higher, higher. You already know what time it is, man. This is Stephen Euphony Walker back to you with another video once again. And we're diving deep, guys. I know you guys have seen the title already, okay? So this video is very, very interesting. It's going to be real short, real quick. I just wanted it to actually um, state what I've noticed, okay? Based on an earlier translation, which is the Greek Septuagint, we see that Isaiah 9:6 and Isaiah 9:7 is translated differently based off of the same context. So let's read it, okay, in the KJV. For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulders, and his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. Of the increase of his government and peace there shall be no end upon the throne of David and upon his kingdom. It says to order it and to establish it with judgment and with justice from henceforth, even forever. The zeal of the Lord of hosts will perform this. Okay. So, in this context, a lot of Jewish scholars believe that this is either um, Hezekiah for the people that believe in Tanakh only, or for the Jews for Jesus, obviously, they're going to think that this is the Messiah, Jesus Christ. So when it comes down to the Greek Septuagint, right, and when it comes down to the Masoretic text, which is how you get your KJV, we're going to have to actually go with the earlier translation. And this earlier translation is the Greek Septuagint because the Greek Septuagint translated the book of Isaiah around the first to second century BCE, as in the book of Isaiah was translated in the Masoretic from the 10th to the 11th century CE. Okay, so if you go with an earlier translation, right? This earlier translation doesn't have all of these hyperboles in Isaiah 9:6. The wonderful counselor, the mighty gods, right? The Prince of Pieces. Is none of that is in the Britain Septuagint. So if we go here to the Septuagint, we could be able to actually see, right, that none of that is being translated here. And this is an earlier version. It says, for a child is born to us, and a son is given to us, whose government is upon his shoulder. And his name is called the Messenger of Great Counsel. For I will bring peace upon the princes and health to him. His government shall be great, and of his peace there is no end. It shall be upon the throne of David and upon his kingdom to establish it and to support it with judgment and with righteousness. From henceforth and forever, the seal of the Lord of hosts shall perform this. Okay? Now, this might be a stretch, but this matches what it says about Eliakim. Okay? Now, let's read about Eliakim. If you don't know who Eliakim is, then you can look up Eliakim on your own time. But let's go to Isaiah 22, verse 20. And let's see if this doesn't have a similarity to Isaiah 9:6, right? It says, and it shall come to pass in that day that I will call my servant Eliakim, the son of Chelcias, and I will put on him your robe, and I will grant him your crown with power, and I will give your stewardship into his hands. And he shall be as a father to them that dwell in Jerusalem, and to them that dwell in Judah. And I will give him the glory of David, and he shall rule, and there shall be none to speak against him. And I will give him the key of the house of David upon his shoulder. Remember, the government will be upon his shoulder. It says, and he shall open, and there shall be none to shut, and he shall shut, and there shall be none to open. And I will make him a ruler in a sure place, and he shall be for a glorious throne of his father's house. And every one that is glorious in the house of his father shall trust in him from the least to the greatest, and they shall depend upon him in that day. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, The man that is fastened in the sure place shall be removed and be taken away and shall fall. And the glory that is upon him shall be utterly destroyed, for the Lord has spoken it. Okay. Now, you guys could be able to, you know, dismiss this or whatever you want to do. But based off of what we just read and based off of the Greek translation, right, that was 1,000 years earlier in Alexandria, Egypt, we could be able to see that there's a earlier translation than the Masoretic text, right? Now, I'm not saying that this translation is the right translation. I'm just saying that you can make a case that Eliakim can definitely be the child in Isaiah 9:6. Okay. All praises to the Most High. Thank you guys for actually watching this short, quick film, and I'll see you next time. Peace.